Week 15 takes us to FedEx Field as Game 2 between our 11-2 Giants and the 3-10 Washington Commanders. So entering today, despite the breakout of Jahan Dotson, the Commanders at 3-10 eliminated from playoff contention, and for the Giants, if they win and the Cowboys lose, they will clinch the NFC East for the second straight year. As welcome back to the Madden 23 franchise. I hope you all are doing well. As always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share. As the season's flown by, Week 15, the Giants seemingly on their way to their second straight NFC East victory, something that hasn't happened in nearly 2 decades, as the Commanders have been eliminated last week. They are 3-10. Their defense has played really well, 58 sacks, 13 interceptions. Chase Young, second in the NFL with 22 sacks this year. And for the Giants, it's been a struggle on defense, but the offense has been quite the opposite. They've been getting yards pretty much at will. They have not really punted a lot. They've just been turning it over. As there's Terry McLaurin, the former Commander, and Ron Rivera and their new quarterback, Daniel Jones, as the Giants look to punch their ticket to the NFL playoffs. As the Commanders will get the football first, the Giants win the toss and deferred. As Gano sets us away, and here we go! Week 15 underway, and Fuller will take a knee 5 yards deep in the end zone. Here's Daniel Jones. 24 interceptions, that's the most in the NFL, 3 more than Jalen Hurts, only 13 touchdowns. And here's the offense we saw in Week 1, where we beat them 34-17. They have not been able to run the ball, they have not been able to score. As the offensive line has been a problem, Daniel Jones has also been sacked a lot. But Jahan Dotson taking over for Terry McLaurin has been very good, over 1,000 yards with still 3 games to play, as they'll start from the 25-yard line. Under center, with 3 receivers to the left of Jones, and in motion is Dotson, and they give it to Gibson on the first play. Up the middle for 2. The Giants defense, it's up and down. The bad offenses usually perform bad. The good offenses perform really good. Again, so 2nd and 8 from the 27. The throw over the middle, it's caught, and Thomas picks up 5. 3rd and 3. This Commanders offense passes a lot more than you'd think they would. Jones will throw, and pass is caught. And in front of Jackson is John Bates, and a first down, first of the day. Now 2nd and 4 from the 45. Giants bring the blitz. Picked up, and in stride is Dotson into Giants territory. The 43, gain of about 12. So already 2 catches for the superstar receiver. 1st and 10. Give it to Gibson. Gibson cuts it back, and Gibson fights. He's got a first. And a gain of 10. Now 1st and 10 at the 33. They go 2 tight ends. Jones will throw. And over the middle, he's got a man open. Samuel leveled, but he's got another first. Approaching the red zone now on a 1st and 10. Opening drive. Jones gonna throw. End zone. Thomas got it. Touchdown, Commanders. 3rd of the year. He had 1 in Week 1. And they strike first as Daniel Jones perfect on the drive. Garibay is up and good. And that caps off an 8-play, 4-minute drive that took 73 yards. Here's coming 2nd in the NFL in passing yards, only to Tom Brady, who has 600 more. The insane season Tom has had. I believe we do still face him. Here's the offense. And a lot of Pro Bowlers on this team. You would imagine when we head into next year, as they'll start at the 25 with a 1st and 10. And they'll start in the pistol. And give it to Barkley. And he loses a yard. Here's the defense. Commanders' defense is actually really good if you ignore the scoring. I mean, the scoring is a result of Daniel Jones leading the NFL in turnovers. They've been giving up a lot of points as a result. 2nd and 11. Pressure coming. As he's thrown, incomplete. That was Jonathan Allen. It's 3rd and 11. Opening drive for the Giants. 4-man rush. Bellinger wasn't ready, and it's the 3 and outs. So the Commanders take over with the 3rd and 3. Giants showing blitz. Then they send it. Pocket collapses. Hit as he's thrown. Incomplete in the direction of Dotson. It's a 3 and outs. First incompletion of the day for Jones, as Giants take over at the 42. Play action to Barkley. Blitz is picked up. And he missed Bellinger. Intercepted! Too far. It's picked up by Marcus Peters into Giants territory and finally forced out by Saquon Barkley. For Peters, his second against the Giants this year. It's 5th of the year. And it's 2nd and 10 as the Commanders take over. From the 36, Jones is going to keep it. Jones has space. Inside the 20, he's finally brought down by McKinney. He was rocked, but he's got 16 in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. The Giants don't have a positive yard yet, and the Commanders approaching 100. Jones on the outside, it's caught, and tackled by Jackson. That is Samuel. And here's Jones, first 10 pass attempts. 8 for 10, 82 yards, a touchdown. Only 2 misses on that last drive, but otherwise he's been perfect. I mean, considering where he was last year, this is a completely different quarterback, and especially where he was this year. 1st and goal from the 6. Halfway in the 1st quarter, give it to Gibson. Gibson with a block. Oh, pancake, and he picks up 2. 2nd and goal. There's a receiver out there. 3 tight ends and a fullback. Jumbo package, give it. Gibson, middle. Touchdown, Commanders. His 3rd of the year. Gibson's first since week 11. And with this kick by Garibay, it's going to be 14-zip over a team with 8 more wins. 5 plays, 36-yard drive. The Giants take over, looking for anything positive. 2nd and 4. Give it on the outside. It's Barkley trying to get the edge. Barkley fights. He's got the first. So 1st and 10 at the 29. And the keeper, Cummings, has space. A block by McLaurin. And he's tackled from behind. He's got another first at the 43. Now 1st and 10. Play action. Chased by Young. And Young brings him down. Make that 23 on the year. Second only Micah Parsons, who has 26 and a half. It's 3rd and 20. Cummings still hasn't made a throw. Stands and delivers seam. It's caught by Slayton. And Slayton to the midfield. Didn't mention it, but Slayton is starting over Wandale, who has struggled. They're going to go for it. 4th and 3. Cummings. Bellinger. He held on. It's a 1st down. And that was a huge play. They went for it. That's 1st and 10. Cummings, pressure by Payne. Over the middle, he's got Ridley. Inside the 30 into the 26. Now 2nd and 8. Play action. Cummings. Pressure, hit as he's thrown. And it's caught by Bellinger to the 17. Now 3rd and 1. 3 tight ends out there. Final 70 seconds. Play action. Underneath and dropped by Hudson, and we'll take a look at Cummings' first 10 pass attempts. That snapped a 5 straight completion streak. He's now 5 for 10. 51 yards in the interception. Targeting Bellinger, but you can see it's not really a good start. 4th and 1, they're going to go for it. Again, they've already went for it, converted on 4th and 3. Barkley up the middle, he's got the first. And down to the 12. So it's 1st and 10. Trying to get in the on the scoreboard. And Cummings, end zone, touchdown Giants! Bellinger finally finds the end zone for the first time this year. And it's the 6th career touchdown of Daniel Bellinger as does the zombie. And whoa! Into the camera. Deficit cut in half. Gano's kick is good. It's 14-7. 13 plays, 82 yards, almost 6 minutes. As final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter, Commanders take over. Along the backfield is Jones. Will throw. Pressure bearing down, and down he goes. Ojulari is 13th of the year, and he has been on a tear the last 3 games. 4 sacks now. And it's now 3rd and 16. Need the 35 to convert. 4-man rush. And the check down and dropped by Gibson. So the Giants take over with the 3rd and 8. At the 46, blitz is sent. Unblocked, he's got Barkley. Threw it right at the blitz and a 1st down to the Washington 36-yard line. 18 yards, 1st and 10. Full house backfield. Play action. Deep drop. And stride, he's got Ridley inside the 20 and down to the 12. And Cummings over 100 yards now. 1st down in the red zone. Give it. Barkley, he's got a crease. This game is tied. Touchdown, Giants. That's a career high 22 for Barkley. And this game is just about tied as they go right down the field in a hurry. And this kick by Gano is up and good. 14-all after a 5-play, 56-yard drive. So the Commanders take over with a 1st and 10, blowing a 14-point lead. From the 25, give it, and cutting it back is Gibson. And Gibson has a first to the 35. 6 carries, 28 yards, 3rd and 4. Along the backfield is Jones. Blitz is sent, unblocked defender, hit, and incomplete at the direction of Gibson. Giants take over with a 3rd and 8. From the 22, Cummings, blitz, timing throw, a lot of contact, but no flag as McLaurin seemingly was interfered with, but Commanders take over from the 32. Blitz is sent. Thibodeau unblocked as he's thrown. Boss lost the ball. It's Dotson up the sideline. He's going to go the distance. Touchdown, Commanders. 68 yards. His 6th of the year. And the Commanders retake the lead. And Garibay makes it 21-14 with 9:59 left in the 2nd quarter. And they didn't miss a step. 1st and 10 from the 25. And Cummings steps up in the pocket, is going to run and take up about 8. Now 2nd and 2. Full house backfield again. Play action. On the run. Pressured. And finds McLaurin into Commanders territory. And down to the 46. Now 1st and 10. 21 yards on McLaurin's first grab of the day. Give it to Barkley. Cuts it back. Saquon Barkley. Oh, what a jump cut. Barkley all the way to the 30-yard line. And now 3rd and 10. 4 receivers set. Cummings along the backfield. It's going to throw. Bellinger's open. Oh, he just missed the ball. That might have been a touchdown. Instead it's Gano who was stumbling but had a great week last week against the Pats. This one from 47 is up and good. And it's 21-17, halfway in the 2nd quarter thereabouts. Jones will start alone in the backfield. 4-man rush. Jones is protected, pocket collapsing, going deep. 1-on-1, that's Gibson. Oh my goodness, he caught it. Down to the 11, over Xavier McKinney. Unbelievable grab. And his first down at the 11. 64 yards for Antonio Gibson. Jones will throw on 1st and 10. Protected, pressure by Thibodeau. Throws across the body. It is! Oh, it should have been intercepted. Boss tips it away. He couldn't grab it. 2nd and 10. 3 tight ends set. Jones, Dotson, and they immediately make him pay. Touchdown, Commanders. And for the first time in his career, Jahan Dotson has 2 touchdowns in the game. And they're back up 2 scores with this kick by Garibay. It's 28-17. Replay, 75 yards, 64 on the pass to Gibson. And the Giants, once again, down 11. 1st and 10, 7:05 to play. And Cummings. Slant, caught McLaurin. Gain of 8. Now 3rd and 2. From the 33. Keeper. Blocked by Bellinger. Blocked by Ridley. There he goes. All the way to midfield. A 1st down. Gain of 16. Now a 3rd and 8. Under 5 to play in the 1st half. Cummings. Throw. Bellinger's got it. And into Commanders territory to the 39. So 1st and 10. 4-man rush. Quick pass. Barkley in stride. Inside the 30 and all the way to the 21-yard line. Now 3rd and 4. This might be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Cummings. 4-man rush. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to have space. And a 1st down at the 10. Actually make it the 9. It's 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning. Give it to Barkley. Try to burn some clock. A stiff arm and down to the 4. 2nd and goal. Barkley in motion across the formation. Take the play clock down to 4. Cummings. Steps up. Cummings. End zone. Touchdown, Giants. 13th of the year. And they claw within 1 score again. And they're going to go for 2 to make it a 3-point game. What a drive to end it. Well, hopefully end the 1st half. Unblocked defender. Cummings. Ball's on the ground. It's picked up by Jonathan Allen. And Neal has a good angle, so this shouldn't result in anything. And Slayton and McLaurin bring him down at the 35. So it'll remain 5-point lead. Commanders still have 3 timeouts. 1:16 to play. So they'll start with play action. And on the outside is caught, but not getting out of bounds is Thomas. He'll burn that first timeout. 2nd and 10. 57 seconds remain. Blitz is picked up. Jones, he's coming wide open. It's Thomas inside the 30 and down to the 25. Timeout Washington. 2nd and 7. Jones fires inside the 10. Dotson all the way to the 6. And they'll use that final timeout. Daniel Jones, 300 passing yards in the first half. 1st and goal. Alone in the backfield. The play inbounds ends the half in all likelihood. Jones, 3-man rush. Fires. End zone. Intercepted. Picked up by Adoree Jackson. And that will do it. 9th pick of the year. And the Giants hold off the Commanders from scoring 30 in the first half. But the Commanders still lead by 5. The Giants get the ball out of the break. But the defense, again, has been really bad. As we'll take a look at the first half tendencies, we'll start with the Giants as they're the away team. Threw it short 36% of the time. The completion percentage, 47. It's been a struggle early on for the offense. They're getting it together for the Commanders. Threw it short just over a third of the time. The completion percentage isn't as there, but they're getting big plays down the field, so it doesn't really matter. Giants get the ball at the break, and here we go. Second half underway. And Gerald Payne, who had his first career interception last week, takes a knee in the end zone. Now 3rd and 2 from the 33. First drive, 3 tight ends, play action. And, oh, what a leaping grab by Peters. That saved the touchdown. They're going to go for it on their own territory. On the 4th and 2, not trusting the defense. Barkley motions out. Cummings. Deep drop, pressure by Allen. Intercepted. Picked up by Jayon Brown, his 3rd of the year, which is a career high. And 2nd turnover of the day. So 1st and 10 from the 42. Motion. That is Logan Thomas across the formation. And Gibson cut. Breaks a tackle. And Antonio Gibson, first down to the 32. That was the 7th carry of the day. I mean, they don't run the ball a lot. 1st and 10. Motion by the 3rd tight end across the formation. And give it to Gibson again. Cuts it out. Thibodeau missed. And Gibson another 9. Now they're starting to run the ball. 2nd and 1. Give it to Gibson. Cuts it back. Rocked by McKinney, but he has the first. So now 2nd and 10 from the 20. Trying to increase the lead. Screen pass. Gibson. Got blocker in front. Makes a cut. And he has 7. 307 yards for Daniel Jones. 3rd and 3 from the 13. He'll throw for it. Pressure coming by Thibodeau on the run. Now turns away and throws end zone over the head of everyone. And they'll kick. Here's Garibay. See the struggles on field goals. Has been perfect on extra points so far. It's been perfect today. This from 30 and up and good. It's 31-23. It's an 8-point game. And the Giants take over from the 26. Full house backfield play action. Cummings deep drop in stride. He's got Ridley in the first down to the 43. Let's go 1st and 10. And they go back to Ridley. Outruns Holcomb, the NFL's leading tackler, picks up 7. And now 3rd and 3. Cummings, alone, pass. Oh, it's dropped by Bellinger, and they're going to go for it again. On 4th and 3. Cummings fires. Ridley broken up by Fuller. And the Commanders another 4th down stop. Another short field. It's like the roles are reversed. Blitz is sent on Jones. He's got fire. He's got Brown. Diami Brown out of bounds at the 27. Now 1st and 10. Trying to put this, well, make it a 2-score game. Jones. Deep drop, fires, open. Diami Brown down inside the 10. 1st and goal at the 9. Jones alone in the backfield. 5 minutes into the 3rd quarter, and Thomas is rocked at the 5. Second and goal. Jones alone in the backfield again. Blitz is sent. Jones will keep it. Met by Crowder. And loses 4. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Third and goal. At the 9. Under center. Jones will throw. Pressure by Thibodeau. On the run. Jones throws it away. And the Giants defense holds again. And here's Garibay. Made from 30. This from 26. And of course all 4 extra points. This was on its way. And it is good. And it's an 11-point game. Giants take over with a 3rd and 11. From the 24. 4-man rush. Pressure, sweat, hit, incomplete at the feet of McLaurin. And the Commanders with a chance to really put this one away. 3rd and 6 from the 36. Jones fires. Pass is caught by Brown. Breaks a tackle. And picks up 11. Jones can finish this drive with over 400 passing yards, and we're still in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10. Oh, in traffic, but it's caught by Brown. And Brown another, well, just close to a first. 2nd and inches. From the 44. That's Gibson. Breaks the tackle. Still going. Gibson inside the 20. Boss. And a strong tackle at the 14. Gibson at 78 yards. Now 3rd and 6 at the 10. And they shift around. Taking the play clock down. And Jones fires wide open. Touchdown. Washington. And it's Curtis Samuel who has 3 in his last 4. 5th on the year in total. And they have 40 with time to play. With this kick by Garibay, it's an 18-point game. 8 plays, 70 yards, and that might be a backbreaker. Jones was 5 for 6. So the Giants take over from the 25. And Cummings steps up and will run. Slides with 9. They'll hurry probably the rest of this game. Cummings, middle, slides with about another 10. Cummings on 1st and 10. McLaurin into Commander's territory of the 41. That puts him over 200, now 3rd and 6. Cummings, pressure. Slayton, oh, he dropped it. That's his first drop of the day, and they don't trust their offense to pick up 6. So a kick from 54 with Gano. And he made from 54. It's good. He also made from 47. It's 26-41. 4th quarter begins with a 2nd and 6. At the 29. Give it to Gibson. And Gibson, oh my goodness, he shrugged Crowder to the turf. And 1st and 41. They can go back up 3 scores. Jones along the backfield. He will throw. Pass is caught by Samuel, but he has 9. 2nd and 1. High formation, only 1 receiver out there to the left of Jones. From midfield. Robinson the back. He's met by McFadden. Oh, he shoved him to the turf and somehow fought for the first. 3 tight end set. 1st and 10. Jones. Deep drop. Pressure coming. Throws all the way across the field. Wide open! And it's caught by Jahan Dotson to the 29. At 151 yards, 1st and 10. From the 29. They send the blitz. Jones hits! Down he goes! Aaron Robinson, for the 2nd time this year in back-to-back games, he has a sack. And it's 3rd and 16. Giants showing blitz again. Can they get him out of field goal range? They send the house. It's caught by Thomas, but McKinney brings him down at the 28, and they'll kick again. Here's Garibay from 45, made from 30. And this one on its way, and it is good. And it's 44-26. Back to a 3-score game. Giants take over, 2nd and 10. Cummings steps up in the pocket. And it's caught by Slayton into Commander's territory. And to the 44. Back down by 18, and we'll hurry up the rest of the way. 1st and 10. Pass is caught by McLaurin. Tackled by Holcomb at the 28. Now 2nd and 10. Now empty. Set for the Giants. Cummings is going to fire. He's got Bellinger inside the 10. Still fighting all the way down to the 4. And it's 1st and goal. They go hurry up. Cummings wide open. Touchdown Giants. It's a 2-score game. Kenny Galladay. It took all year, but he finally has career touchdown number 30 with his first of the year. And they'll go for 2. They'll get it out of the way. to make it a 10-point game. Cummings steps right. He'll run. Holcomb giving chase, but he won't have the speed. It's a 2-point conversion. Commanders take over from the 25. And Jones. Pressure coming. And Ojulari brings him down with the second sack of the day. His second 2-sack game of the year came against, well, the first one came against the Jets in week 13, now 3rd and 18. From the 17, they need the 35. 3-man rush. Stepping up in the pocket. Kaiser White closes. Is caught by Brown, but Gerald Payne brings him down. It puts Jones at 440. Giants take over from the 27. And they'll start with play action. Deep drop. Under pressure, he finds Bellinger and takes it to around midfield. And again, hurry up the rest of the way. Cummings fires. Ridley, he's got it. All the way to the 25. Gain of 25. Still hurrying. Cummings, quick throw is caught by Ridley inside the 20 and down to the 15. So in the red zone again. Cummings stepping up and dropped down. That's Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne. His 11th sack on the year for Allen. And it's 2nd and 11. They slow it down a bit. Cummings. Time. Running out. He's getting wide open. Slayton. It's a 1-score game. Touchdown Giants. And that's his first of the year. So we have Galladay, Bellinger, and now Slayton, who've had their first touchdown of the year against the Washington Commanders here in week 15. It's a 3-point game with that kick by Gano. 1st and 10. 6-10 to kill. And they fake it to Dotson, give it to Diami Brown. Oh my goodness, Ojulari lost the 3. And it's 2nd and 13. From the 22. 4-man rush. Quick pressure, Jones is dropped down by Ojulari. Back-to-back plays, his 3rd sack of the day. First career 3-sack performance. And it's 3rd and 20. From the 15. 5 minutes to play. Jones. Pressure! It's the Ojulari drive! He single-handedly put the ball in the Giants' hands. 4th sack of the day. 3rd impact play of the drive. And Tressway will have to punt from his own end zone. Leon Boss from the 48 will take it into Commanders territory and take it to the 43. So 4:18 to kill. Can they come back from down 18 in the 4th quarter? Play action. Cummings. Deep drop. Picked up by Johnson. He's got Ridley inside the 15 and down to the 11. And they don't have to go hurry up anymore. 1st and 10. From the 11. Cummings. Pass is caught. Slayton. And down to the 2. And it's 2nd down. At the 3-minute mark. 3 tight ends. Play action. Underneath. Johnson doesn't have the speed. And down to the 1. 3rd and inches. Goal line set. And Jonathan Allen. But a flag is down. He lost 4. And they're going to accept the penalty. 3rd and 10. So they will redo the 3rd down. Cummings. Stepping up in the pocket. Shrugs off Allen. Jonathan Cummings is down to the 4. And I'll take us to the 2-minute warning where they're going to go for it. They want the 7 or to back up Washington. Pass. Caught. Touchdown. Giants. Jawan Johnson. His first of the year. And the Giants up in front for the first time today with 1:57 to play. 48-44 with this kick by Gano. Unbelievable. 5 plays, 42 yards. And the Commanders now trailing for the first time today with 1:47 to play. 3rd and 10. And Jones. Blitz is picked up. Throw! Oh, that should have been intercepted by Love. One last shot. 4th and 10. Giants showing blitz. And they send it. Jones fires. Intercepted. Picked up by Adoree Jackson. And Jackson might have just won the game with his 2nd interception of the day. His 3rd 2-pick performance of the year. And now they have to run it out. I mean, unbelievable. What a comeback. From the 30. Give it to Barkley. With Puller in front, tackled by Allen. At the 28, timeout Washington. 2nd and 8. Give it to Barkley. And Barkley takes it for 3. Timeout Washington. Can they get off the field? Cummings. Fire needs time. And as he's thrown upstairs, it's caught by Barkley. He's got the first, and they just won the game. And the Giants, down 18 points in the fourth quarter, come all the way back to beat the Washington Commanders 48-44. Oh, that was a very frustrating game with the defense and having to come back down 18 in the fourth quarter. But Jonathan Cummings, over 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, of course, 2 interceptions. He had 5 total touchdowns, so I can't really complain. I can complain about the defense outside of Ojulari, who seemingly wanted it more than anyone on that last drive, who had 2 sacks and a tackle for loss on that drive alone. He had 4 sacks on the day, 6 tackles, 5 for a loss. Jones went for 440 and 4 touchdowns, 151 and 2 for Jahan Dotson. And not a lot of stat stuff for the Commanders. Marcus Peters had an interception early on. Jayon Brown had another. Chase Young had a sack, but really, not a lot of stats for the defense. But unbelievable comeback in the fourth quarter against a 3-11 team. We shouldn't have to do it, but division games are weird, and it was our old quarterback Daniel Jones, so I guess it's fitting. I would have preferred the 34-17 game again, though. Not gonna lie, but I guess this boosts our points per game stats. So I guess who am I to complain? And we don't have any upgrades or breakout scenarios, so. And now on to games across the league. Let's get things started in Minnesota. We'll start with Dallas and Dak Prescott, who finds Sterling Shepard on the second play of the game. 19 yards. Cowboys now lead 3-0. We take it to the second quarter as Kirk Cousins on a 3rd and 8 finds a wide open Justin Jefferson, who goes for a 50-yard touchdown. Vikings in front, 7-3. Cowboys get back on the first play after the touchdown. Dak Prescott finds CeeDee Lamb, who gets away from Harrison Smith and everyone. He's going to go 81 yards. Cowboys now in front, or back in front, 10-7. What a response. Vikings get the ball back in on the 3rd and 10. Kirk Cousins finds Jefferson. We take it to the third quarter, by the way, and Jefferson slips away, this time 55 yards. His second touchdown of the game does the gritty again, 14-10. And the Cowboys get the ball back on the next drive, and here is Michael Gallup. Tackled at the 31, 25 yards. Vikings still in front, 14-13. We take it to the end of the third quarter as Kirk Cousins finds Jefferson for the 3rd time today. A 3-yard score for the amount of gritties he's done today. Vikings in front, 21-13. We take it fourth quarter, and Christian Hawkins for the Cowboys. How about that jump cut? He's the backup to Zeke. 19 yards. They had a field goal, 16-21. We take it to the end of the game. One final shot for Dallas on a 4th and 25. And Dak Prescott is going to unload it to a wide open Lamb who couldn't get in bounds. Vikings hold on to win it, 16-21. We take it to New England now. Eagles and Patriots will start with an interception intended for Damian Harris. That is TJ Edwards for Mac Jones. 5-yard return. Eagles now in front, 3-0. And the Eagles aren't done yet. We take it later in the first quarter. It's Damian Harris. He had 3 touchdowns against us, but he coughs off the ball and picked up by Darius Slay. That's N'Kobe D, who forced the fumble. Eagles had another field goal, 6-0. The Patriots get the ball back late in the second quarter, and Mac Jones on a 3rd and 10 unloads it to Kendrick Bourne, who has separation, and he gets away from Marcus Epps. He's going to go the distance, 78 yards. Pats in front. It's now 7-6. With that incredible throw by Mac Jones and run after the catch, we take it third quarter. Jalen Hurts finds A.J. Brown, who turns the corner, breaks the tackle, and goes all the way to the 27. Eagles back in front. They had a field goal. It's now 9-7. Pats get the ball back later in this third quarter. Mac Jones finds Kendrick Bourne, who fights his way in on a 3rd and 2, 7-yard score. Pats back in front, 14-9. Now the Eagles in desperation mode. Actually, it's Pats back with the ball. They get it right back after a turnover. Jacoby Myers, 23 yards, now 17-9. I got that mixed up. They trail by 8 now. Now the Eagles in desperation mode. We take a fourth quarter, 3rd and inches. Jalen Hurts finds a wide open Devonta Smith. 8 yards. They go for 2 and miss. It's now 15-17. Now we take it later on in the fourth quarter, 1st and 10, and throws to a wide open Jarvis Landry, who takes it for 27. Eagles now in front, 18-17. Now, last hope for New England. On a 4th and 10 with 37 seconds, Mac Jones finds Tyquan Thornton, and Tyquan Thornton 22 yards. And the Pats are going to line up for a game-winning field goal, and Sly makes it 20-18. The Pats hold on to beat the Eagles. And for the rest of the scores on Thursday Night Football, the Cleveland Browns beat the Ravens 33-20. On the Sunday slate of games, the Colts beat the Falcons, the Jags fall to the Titans, the Saints upset the Bucks, the Texans beat the Dolphins, the Lions upset the Packers, so in reality our game didn't matter as much. The Raiders blow out the Jets, the Bengals beat the Chargers, the Seahawks beat the Niners, the Bills beat the Broncos, the Chiefs beat the Steelers, the Bears beat the Cardinals, and on Sunday night, the Panthers beat the Rams 31-24. And now on to the playoff picture in the AFC. The Bills join the Raiders as clinching the AFC East, so they'll be the 2 seed, Raiders the 1. Bengals stay in the North, and the Titans in the South 8-6. In the wild card is Chiefs, Ravens, Steelers. And we have our first eliminated team in the AFC. It's the Los Angeles Chargers at 3-11. Can't get to 7 wins, so they are out. In the NFC, we have clinched the division. We showed it. The Cowboys lost to the Vikings. So they're the first team to clinch the playoffs in the NFC. We're the 1 seed, a 2-game lead over the Packers. Actually, technically 1.5 since they have the tiebreaker. So we're the 1, Packers the 2, Saints the 3 at 9-5, and the Rams the 4 at 7-6-1. Wild card, Panthers, Bucks, and now Cowboys. Remember, I believe the Bucks beat the Cowboys this year. Yeah, they did. And 3 teams eliminated now. The Eagles now eliminated, as well as the Niners and Commanders. And now on to players of the week. In the AFC on offense, it's Deshaun Watson, 334 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 13 rushing yards in the win at Baltimore. In the NFC for the 3rd straight week, Jonathan Cummings, 403 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 85 rushing yards in the score in the win at Washington. For defense in the AFC, Rock Ya-Sin of the Raiders, 2 tackles, a pass deflection, and 2 interceptions in the win at the Jets. And in the NFC, Ojulari. Yeah, I mean, it's deserving. He gets the narrative, too. 9 tackles, 5 for a loss, and 4 sacks in the win at Washington. Just what a game. I mean, unbelievable. You saw it. For leaders in passing, it's Tom Brady, 98 yards. He's going to win MVP. 40 touchdowns as well. Daniel Jones up to 26 interceptions. How about Jalen Hurts not throwing a pick for the past few weeks? Rushing, Saquon Barkley, quiet week, but 11 yards, 22 touchdowns. Zeke up to 109 broken tackles. Receiving, Cooper Kupp, 1,600 yards, 18 touchdowns, 700 after the catch. Wrapping things up with defense, Cole Holcomb up to 159 tackles. Parsons up to 27 sacks. And Trayvon Diggs up to 23 interceptions. Week 16 NFL action kicks off with Thursday Night Football between the Cowboys and Commanders. The Sunday slate of the game kicks off with Colts, Titans, Jets, Bills, Chargers, Dolphins, Vikings, Buccaneers. We play the Panthers, Browns, Texans, Broncos, Jaguars, Patriots, Steelers, Saints, Falcons, Bears, Eagles, Ravens, Cardinals. And on Sunday night, the Packers play the Chiefs. And on Monday night, the Niners play the Bengals. No one on bye. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you next time when we face the Carolina Panthers.